Swing. Mo ní kò fi ìbò sílẹ̀. Ó fi ilẹ̀ lẹ́nu mi rùn. Kí ni ọmọ Ìgbò ṣe fún yín? Lola, I am dead.
Oga Bling said we should move out of the factory's quarter.
How?
As of now that I'm speaking to you, you are fired. Yes.
Babe, are you sending the money or not?
Ìyàwó wa.
He seems slow. I don't like him.
Let me come back. And you are still here. Yes. Do the job.
Now let's talk about the story. The story is a story of a couple that is ENIOLA AJAO and Michael. They don't have money, they're poor, but the wife comes from a rich family, that is ENIOLA AJAO. And guess what the mother is? The mother is Shola Shobowale, a proper Isaleko rich woman. And the sister is Wumi Toriola. Now, Zube Michael is a very hardworking person. He has worked in different places. He worked at one of with Femi Branch. Femi Branch played an Igbo man. So you know that Igbo men love money. He worked with him and then he was sacked. He went to look for work at his construction site. See, Chimezie Imo. I'm sorry I had to cut the short. Chimezie Imo is an amazing actor. He did the part that he played in that particular movie. You know when you're an extra, when you're just a worker pass, but your worker person leaves a memory in people's mind. That's what Chimezie Imo did. So he worked at that place and he was sacked too. He has a little anger issue. And then he even worked as a firefighter too. He was sacked. I mean, a lot of this happened to him. They were evicted and he stayed with his friend, which is Odunlade Adekola. Odunlade was eating on his wife, which is ENIOLA AJAO. And he found out, beat Odunlade up and decided to move out. But before all of this, ENIOLA AJAO had one time gone to meet her mother, and the mother told her that she should leave this guy alone. I mean, because ENIOLA is a Yoruba and Zubi is an Igbo. Even in the movie, they are Yoruba and Igbo couple. And then the mother is always having issue with, why would you marry an Igbo? Why would you marry an Igbo? And all of that. So they later decided to move to the mother's house. The mother showed them shege. And the day that they came, the sister, which is Mutuela, was getting engaged to Akin Lewis. That is our dear honorable, the money man, rich man. And Ola just sat down one time and like, okay, I am going to pay my mommy and my sister back. And they stole one of the money back at the sister's wedding. That was where the heist began. Is it heist? I be it, but that was where it began. And that money that they stole, like, it was a lot. They bought a house, decided that they want to start stealing. Now, as much as we do not encourage stealing and doing all of this thing as a party, but it just goes to show the things that happen. I mean, we've heard of situations where money was stolen. So I like the fact that the storyline is a relatable one. We've heard something like that, and they just give us the reason why things like this happen or why people decide to take this kind of action. That's like the whole central idea of the story. Now, let me not give you the whole detail because there's a little extension to it, but that is the main source of the story. Let's talk about the cast. For me, this movie is, when they say a movie is star-studded, this movie is. It has the likes of Shola Shobowale, Akin Lewis, Feti Abalogun. We have Ronke Oshodoke, we have Aisha Williams, we have Femi Branch, we have Odunlade Adekola, we've got Salawa Abeni, even Sashina Peters was in this movie. We've got Derele, we've got Chimezie Imo, like I said earlier. We've got Taiwo Awoyemi or Adeyemi. My bad if I got that wrong. We see the lineup is a lot. And another thing that played out in this movie is they had like 7 different OWAMBE parties, if I counted correctly or not. One thing that I love about a good story is when the title matches the story, even if the title doesn't really hit, but it gives you an insight, able to connect the title to the story. And they play the proper OWAMBE party. If you dissect that, you see the budget that went into this movie. Because for every OWAMBE, you know there is all, even though they had to reuse the all, but there were different clothes being worn at every OWAMBE party. The sister had an engagement, she had a wedding, there was an Hausa wedding, there was an Igbo wedding, there were like 2 Yoruba weddings, there was even a court wedding. I mean, It was a lot of wording, and that is a lot. Kama Paro is very, very stretching. I love the fact that everybody that was in that project, regardless of if they were kappas, were just extras, or they were the main actors, supporting lead role and all of that, they brought in their A game. And Shola Shebo will never ever disappoint me. I'm not gonna lie. She gave me the proper Isaleko mother. You know how Isaleko women are, they're rich, they're thirsty, they're brave, they're money lovers, and she delivered. That woman can never do anything wrong in front of me. And when Torella came in with the egg game, oh, did I forget to mention that Papaya is also in this movie? Papaya also did well. I mean, she did well. She gave us the usual Papaya, but I love that she was very free with her acting. It does not look forced. It was very natural, very demure, if I can use the word. Just like Tosin was said, it was good, but even though, I mean, upon still, I feel like there's some things that really did not pan out for me. Like the fire scene was really not necessary. And then there were some other scenes there that the story was a bit shaky. For one, I think Adeoluwa Owu, which is the director, is an amazing director. He directed Queen Latifah. And he did an amazing job. And then Elijah opened the producer, and Bethy, I think Bethy is also an assistant, like a co-producer. They did an amazing job, but they can only see from their side, and we can also judge from our side. So from my own end, I feel like there are some things that can be managed, but a story that connects with the title and lay it down for me is a good one. If you have seen the trailer, you can get where I'm trying to come from. I mean, you see the drama, you see the music, you see the merriment, and that is what a proper Nigerian Wembe party looks like. And she did not leave that at the movie. She brought it to the premiere. The premiere was a eat, the setup, the food. Eniola be coming down. She nearly murdered us with food. I mean, we partied till like 3 a.m. and up until 3 a.m. there was still food coming in. They were not even coming in beats, they were coming in rush and heavy. The cinematography, the coloring, the outfit, everything was on point. But then, like I said, some things can still be worked on. Maybe there's gonna be a part two for the story. So maybe in the part two, they're going to wow us and just take corrections to these things and make sure that the part two is an amazing one. Now, if you're going to the cinema this weekend, please make sure that OWAMBE Thieves is one of those movies that you're watching, because you're gonna laugh your hearts out. You're gonna see drama. You're gonna see party, and then you're gonna believe, hey, you people that are going to stay in party, you have mind. I mean, there is stone in the depths of your heart, because if not, how can you go? Hey, God of mercy. Anyway, that's as far as I can go. If you watch up until this point, it means that you enjoyed the review. Please do not forget to like, to comment, and to share. Most importantly, subscribe. Subscribe so I can always have the will to come here and give you more. Even if you don't, I'm still gonna be back here. Anyway, my name is Just Kudi, and I'll see you in another review.